Here at UDOT, we're constantly looking for ways to enhance safety and keep traffic moving on our roads. One question that comes up quite frequently is about lane striping. Now, striping is a complex issue, but it has a lot to do with balancing weather, physics, and snow removal.
There's probably a pretty large misconception out in the public that we don't use reflective paint, because we do. And in actuality, the paint isn't reflective. It's actually the glass beads that's applied on the paint that reflects back at night.
UDOT paint crews share driver frustration that some of the lines on Utah roads seem to disappear when poor weather conditions set in. It's an issue several states have to worry about, and one we're all trying to solve.
We're absolutely trying to do the best that we can for the striping that's out there on the roadway.
UDOT uses several different products to apply striping. Paint and an element, or glass beads, is the most common, but some roads utilize a tape. Over the years, glass beads have proven to be the most effective way to create a reflective surface. It's because of the way the light reflects off of them.
The shape determines the angle at which the light is reflected out.
Jason Nance is UDOT's chemist. He says one of the biggest reasons lines disappear in the rain is that water changes the refractive index of the road.
During the summer months, nothing is covering it. It's able to reflect at 100%. During the winter, especially with snow and ice, even after snowplows may come through and remove that, you may still have a thin layer of ice or a thin layer of moisture on that paint, which affects the relative refractive index. So therefore, if water's on top of that paint, that light that's supposed to be reflective, the reflectiveness is less effective because the water is absorbing that.
Another common problem happens when those glass beads are covered by dirt or salt residue.
We have a lot of debris, dust, particles on the road that causes issues with our paint. We go into winter and we have salt residue, grit that's put out on the road for traction, and that all creates a residue over the element.
UDOT engineers have tested several products and different blends of beads to find something that will reflect and remain visible through the moisture. But one of the biggest challenges to the durability of these products is the snowplow. Now, we all know snowplows are necessary to clear our roads, but their blades can wreak havoc on our striping.
Our paint is a high build, so it builds approximately 20 to 25 mils on the roadway surface. The glass bead is embedded inside that paint. That's what holds it down. So as the plow goes over top, it actually can shear that off or dislodge it from the binder that is holding it to the roadway surface.
Our crews try hard to repaint every stripe on UDOT's 16,000 lane miles each year, but time, inventory, and construction can all play a role. Engineers are testing multiple products, including reflective markers, and while results are promising, some issues still need to be worked out, and other products are just not available.
They are out there performing to our expectation. We'd like to see a little more information on them before we go all out with them. I think that there is some issues with some binders and a few things like that to hold them to the roadway surface that need to be addressed. But we are trying to work through them with manufacturers and different suppliers that we have to make a new product, or a product that is better for the state of Utah.
Bottom line, we're always looking for ways to improve. There are new technologies that are emerging every year, and we're committed to finding a product that will work in all areas of the state under all conditions.